and they are just fantastic, gorgeous male characters, and that's really all I can tell you about that. But I did really enjoy it, and I think a lot of people will also really, really enjoy it. Also, the writing in this is very, very, very good. I have tried to read Sarah J. Maas in the past. I do have all of the Throne of Glass series on my Kindle. I got like an ebook bundle deal for all of them, so I do have that. But I will say, with Throne of Glass, she wrote the first book when she was 16, so it reads very much like that, if that makes sense. Fantastic book. I bought the second book already on Pango Books. I will put a link for Pango Books in the description, because I highly recommend it. It's like a thrift store, online thrifting platform specifically for books and selling your secondhand books. Highly recommend. Check it out. So I got it for like $9, the second book, with like $5 shipping. Really good price, and I'm very fucking dungeon. What's her name? I can't actually pronounce the like evil woman's name. What is it called? What is her name? Oh, that's not when she sees him for the first time. Never mind. When Ryzan shows up at the castle and she's like, who the fuck is that? Because they're like hiding her. And she's like, oh no, he looks familiar from Fire Night. And it's Ryzan. Fantastic. Amaranthus whore. Him. I do like him. Amarantha, how do you say her name? Oh, I did tab a spicy scene. When he said, I love you, he whispered and kissed my brow, thorns and all. Like a quart of thorns and roses, the name. Genius. So genius. When Feyre is sent home and she's talking to Nesta, and Nesta like actually went to go find her, and Nesta actually cared that she might have been like taken to the fairy realm, and Feyre's like, you did that for me, like you actually cared and like tried to save me. I would have never guessed that Nesta would have done that, so I did tap that. Oh, and then she comes back and she's about to leave and she's giving Nesta words of like advice and encouragement, and she says, there's a better world, Nesta. There's a better world out there waiting for you to find it, and if I ever get the chance, if things are ever better, safer, I will find you again. And then she was like, it was all I could offer her. And then Nesta's like, don't bother, I don't think I'd be particularly fond of fairies. I underlined that because I have a feeling something might happen with a fairy in her. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. I did mark the frickin', what's this called? The riddle that Feyre was given to try and whatever. You read the book, but for those who have not and want to spoil it anyways, basically Feyre, the main character, is given a riddle when she's held captive by the mad woman in this world, and if she can guess the riddle, she doesn't have to go through all of the like horrible quests and like punishments that the woman is going to give her, because there's going to be 3. She said, if you answer this riddle with the correct answer, you will instantly be like freed. All of you will instantly be freed. And I read it. I instantly said love. Instantly I was like, that's love. But the part that like it didn't sound like love to me was, at times I seem to favor the clever and the fair, but I bless all those who are brave enough to dare. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I don't think love only blesses the clever and the fair, but like, okay, maybe. So I second guessed myself, but I was correct. Oh, when was this? Oh, at the end, when she's gonna kill Tamlin, but she's like, wait, Heart of Stone. I wonder if that's literal, that whole thing. Everything came, and then in her head, she sees Tamlin, right? Oh, no. Sorry, this was before that. She first sees Tamlin sitting there that she has to kill and murder and stab through the heart. And she says everything came crashing down, layer upon layer, shattering